Hey, it's me, Phil Canceller. What up, bang? Today, I'm so excited to talk to you guys about all the games we're canceling here at Xbox. Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry, Beautiful Joe, Okami, Bayonetta,
I had this game.
2, Devil May...
I had that game, Devil May Cry 1 on PS2. It was a good game. That one and Devil May Cry 3. Freaking amazing games.
May Cry, Beautiful Joe.
This one too, I love this one. I was too poor to own it though, so I had to rent it. Back when people used to rent games, you used to go to like the Blockbuster or like the Hollywood Video, and you would rent out games and you have them for a week, and then you could just game as much as you want, and then you'd have to return them, right? Like, you know, like $5 or whatever per game. It was a great time. And so I rented this game, and I think I rented the sequel. They were super good, but they just didn't sell. That's why we didn't get more of them.
Okami, Bayonetta. Hideki Kamiya is a legend in the gaming industry.
This
and that's
guy
why we were so excited here at Xbox to cancel the game he was making with us.
To cancel his
when
next
I saw
game.
that his game was Dragons, I didn't even like Dragons anymore. So I said that this game is bound to be canceled. And then we canceled it because I don't really feel like making this game. Bang. The next game I want to cancel is Star Wars 1313.
I remember this game. 1313. This was like the first crazy, mega high, like AAA blockbuster, super high fidelity game that got announced for the then next generation consoles. This was during the PlayStation 3 era. I don't know, this was like what, 2012 or some shit like that? And this was before the PlayStation 4, around the time that the PlayStation 4 was making its way out. And a lot of people were like, well, you know, these games, you know, I don't know, there's nothing that really wows me. And then this game was shown off. And it was like, whoa, this looks like a CGI movie. And games look way better now, of course. But like, this was like, holy shit, the future is now. And then it got canceled. It never came out.
That looks awesome. Wait, it costs how much money? I want to cancel this game 1,313 times. It's okay. Nobody likes Star Wars anyway, or Xbox. Remember our 10-year plan for Halo Infinite where we would continue to add single-player content to the game, and then we didn't add a single piece of single-player content to the game?
Because people didn't buy the game.
I didn't really feel like making it. Bang. Do you guys remember when we did Overwatch 2, but it wasn't actually a sequel at all? It's because I didn't really feel like making an Overwatch 2, but I did feel like making the money for saying that it was an Overwatch 2, even though it wasn't. Bang, bang. Do you guys remember that one person who likes Starfield?
That's
was
me.
Just me.
I'm the one person that likes Starfield. I think it's a good game. It's not perfect. It's got issues, but I like space. And the idea that in Starfield you can, you know, hop on your ship and like choose a planet and land there, you know. You can't land in every style of planet, but there's a lot of different types of planets that you can land in. I think that's just magical. A lot of people don't appreciate it because they're like, oh, this just looks samey. It's all procedurally generated. You know, it's all like environments that I've seen before, you know, because it's all procedurally made. So once you kind of see how the sauce is made, all of a sudden everything looks the same, right? There's just not enough different assets. But the dream of going to space, right? Like going to the moon, all of that was super cool to me. I just understand that for most people, that's kind of boring. And they rather, like, I don't know, be in Grand Theft Auto shooting shit up or something. I think it was a good game. It was just, it needs a Starfield 2. Maybe a Starfield 3. If they just keep expanding it, it's going to get better every single time. And then eventually people are going to be all like, okay, there's enough content now.
In a different account, but I was lying. Bang, bang, bang. Hi-Fi Rush received praise from gamers and critics alike. As a reward, we shut their studio down forever.
I was mad when they did that. They canceled the game. They canceled the game. Or not, they didn't cancel the game. They canceled the whole studio. They just let everybody go. And it was like I mean, the game didn't really sell a lot, but it was like a critical darling. Like critics loved it. And a lot of people that like this sort of game loved it too. It just didn't sell a lot. And so they, you know, they killed the studio. But they brought the studio back and now somebody else owns it and now they're making a Hi-Fi Rush 2. So we'll see how that goes. If you're enjoying this video and you like to see bigger and better content, the only thing you need to do is hit subscribe and like, and I'll take care of the rest.
Because I couldn't get past the robot in level 2. Bang. You guys have been waiting forever to catch another glimpse at Rare's next game, Everwilds.
I was.
And now you're going to be waiting forever and ever. Wild. Bang. Remember when Rare made Perfect Dark and it received perfect scores?
That game, Everwild, it seemed like it was going to be like a sandbox, like Sea of Thieves game, but like on the ground. And that sounds really cool. Just a shame it never got going. So it got canceled. It's unfortunate.
That was before we bought them. The new Perfect Dark is our most ambitious game.
I was excited for this too.
It is developed by our new studio,
The Initiative.
Yep. And it was their quadruple A game.
which we described as the first ever quad
Quadruple
A
A,
game
yeah,
studio.
I said it,
And
yep.
we came up with that before Ubisoft. Their game,
They
Perfect
did.
Dark, is like a perfect storm of everything we believe in at
it
Xbox.
looked nice, to
and
be
that
honest.
is closing studios down and canceling their games.
Yep.
Bang. How we feeling about this new Fable? You guys excited for this one?
Now, to be fair, that that Perfect Dark game, like they opened up that studio in 2018. And they've been working on Perfect Dark. Let's say I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they started in 2019. So that's 6 years that they were working on that game, and they still had nothing really playable to show. So I can definitely see why it was canceled. I just know that if Microsoft had given them more time and money, right, they would have gotten something out that was probably pretty decent, and that I probably would have been happy with. It's just a shame. You know, it's a business, and the business it's about making more money, right? And by the way, what happened here is it's not that these games, it's not even about these games. What happened is, in a nutshell, Microsoft owns Xbox, right? The CEO of Microsoft is Satya Nadella, right? Satya and Amy Hood, who's like the chief financial officer of Microsoft, came to Phil Spencer and the rest of the Windows team, not just the Xbox team, the Windows team, all the other teams, and told them, look, we need some of the investment money that we have. We have to reallocate it because we have an area of our company that needs that money the most. We are right now in a little bit of a pickle, especially with our relationship with OpenAI, which is at risk right now, and they're having a lot of issues because OpenAI doesn't want to be tied to Microsoft, but Microsoft wants OpenAI to be tied to Microsoft, and so OpenAI is trying to wean itself off, and Microsoft sees that as a threat to Microsoft's future AI business, because if Microsoft doesn't have OpenAI, then they feel they're going to lose an edge. So Microsoft right now is trying to invest in their AI business. And what they did is that they rerouted, I think it was $80 billion in investment money that was going to go to Windows, that was going to go to like, I don't know, the Surface lineup, that was going to go to like the Xbox division, that was going to go to like their new mobile gaming app store that they're making. And they rerouted, they took all that money from all of these sectors and they rerouted that money towards their AI division to invest $80 billion in trying to make sure that Microsoft stays at the forefront of technology, of AI technology. That's what happened here. It's not that Satya said, hey, Perfect Dark sucks, bro. Or we don't like the Surface, computers, laptops or whatever. It's that Microsoft said, we have one priority right now, and it's none of this shit. So you guys need to find a way to cut whatever you can cut and make those billions available so we can use them for AI. That's what happened. And I know that if that wouldn't have happened, if everything would have been cool, Microsoft wouldn't have closed all these studios.
Fable.
Well, maybe don't get too excited for this one.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised that Fable didn't get canceled. That would have been a game on the choppy block. But I guess it just squeaked its way in to not being canceled.
Don't worry. We still have Gears of War E-Day coming out. Although maybe they should have titled it Gears of War C-Day, if you know what I'm talking about.
I'm not that
Now,
interested in
I'm
Gears of
excited
War.
to announce
a little bit.
special partnership
I am a little
between
bit.
Xbox Game Studios and one of the greatest creative minds and innovators in our industry.
Thank you, Hugh.
Man, look at Phil.
greatest-
Look at Phil here. This is what, like 2023? 2023? And now look at him now. He lost so much weight. He looks kind of like weird. He looks like malnourished a little bit. He definitely looks less jolly. I don't know if he's like, if he got on the Ozempic, you know, thing. I know that's all the rage these days with like rich people, or what. But it's like, man, what a dramatic change. I kind of like Jolly Phil better than Skeletal Phil. But hey, you know, different people, different tastes.
Bang.
Now, I'm excited to announce
he
a
looked
special
more
partnership
he looked more built, you know, he looked a little bit healthier.
between Xbox Game Studios
Now he looks
and one of
old
the greatest creative
skeleton-y.
minds and innovators in our industry.
Thank you, Hugh.
The hungry purple dinosaur. The hungry purple
Is
dinosaur.
this gonna get canceled? Not yet, anyway. This squeak by.
Fable.
Yeah, this is still getting funded.
Thank you, Kojima-san.
We're canceling that game the hardest of all.
I'm excited for that Kojima game, OD. I think it looks cool. It's just that I if you hear what he said, it doesn't sound like it's coming out anytime soon. Like maybe 2027. I don't think it's coming next year. It's like crazy how long it takes for games to come out now, man.
Subscribe and like.